Hi guys, welcome to the unboxing and quick review, or a little bit longer review of the Idealife Submersible LED light. It comes in a rather simple packaging, but it is only $15. And it has actually everything. It has a light, it has a remote control. And so let's take it out of the box and see what we get. We get even a gift card. I'm not going to show you what it is. It is a surprise for everybody who buys this thing. So here we had the instructions manual. I hope I can show you that. So here we are. I hope it's fully focused so you can see it and read it if you like it. If you don't like it, you can fast forward about a minute or so. I'm going to show you everything. It's just a couple of pages. If you are interested in more details or you have already bought it and lost the instructions, so I'll keep it here. Yeah, just turn into 1080p and you should be able to see everything nice and clear. And here we are already on the next language, so that was a pretty short thing. So what languages do we have? So as far as I've been able to see, it's English, German, French, Spanish, Italian, something like that. So here's the rest of the packaging. So it's nicely protected, and here we have also the remote control, and we get the suction cups, which could be needed. Of course, there are other ways to attach this light to something. I think there are 3 different possibilities. We can use either the suction cup, we can use the magnet, or there's a hook where you can attach it with a nail or screw in the wall. So I will try to turn it on and see, use it with the remote control, put it into some kind of water to see if it's really waterproof, and yeah, show you a couple of different functions so you get an idea how this works. So to open was really super easy. It is just this lid which you have to turn counterclockwise, and open was super easy. And here we have the 3 batteries, like AA batteries. So it is nicely indicated how to do that. So they are pretty safe. Yeah, nothing to worry about that. So I think we can just put them back. But you can see we have these 2 seals. That's really important. We have 1 seal here. Hope you can see that. So maybe better from here. It goes all the way around here and seals yeah, below the thread. And here we have another seal on the side, and that will close on top of the thread. So we have really 2 seals, which is really important. I have already bought like such a similar light from another brand, and they had just 1 really simple seal, and it was not watertight, and after a couple of days it started leaking, then it started rusting, and after a couple of days later it stopped working. So seals are really important. Here we have double seal. It's a really nice plus. Also regarding the batteries, here there's this plastic which we can pull out, and I think we should this should activate the batteries inside of the remote control. By the way, to open the tray for the battery, you have to push, or at least push here from this side and pull at the same time. You can grab it here with your fingernails, it shouldn't be too much of a problem. I mean, I can't show you here behind the camera, but worked pretty well. So if you want to make it even more watertight, or yeah, not only double proof but also triple proof or whatsoever, you can use something like this. I think I was told from somebody to use something like that. It's called dielectric grease. Probably you could use also some kind of Vaseline or something like that to put here all the way around, to, and especially on the seal, to keep it soft and really tight. So because the instructions does not say anything about putting any grease on it, I don't do that. They just recommend to make sure it has a proper fit. So this o-ring here and the one here all the way around. And they say also you can use rechargeable batteries. Shouldn't be a problem. You can use disposable batteries. It's your decision. It should work with both of them. No problem actually. Of course, usually these ones work a little bit longer, but it's more environment protecting when you're using rechargeable batteries. But of course, there's no way to charge them inside. You have to open them every time you want to charge the battery. So let's close this thing and see. By the way, yeah, here's this, that's called a counterweight. Don't ask me why this is needed. Maybe just to balance this, or I have no clue. Let's see how easy this closes. Yeah, it's running easily, but it was not really properly closed, so you have to be careful to have it really perfectly aligned. Seems I'm having huge problems with that. Of course, it's behind the camera. It's actually not really the same, but I'm really struggling. You can see now here it's open, here it's almost closed. So I put it down. Maybe that's easier to do it like this. Do I have still same problem? I'm still struggling with that. So I'll turn off the cam and try a little bit offline, see how this works. So I gave it also to another family member, and I mean, it was my son, and he managed to do that. But it looks like if you just put it loose on it and start to rotate clockwise, you will probably end up with something like this. Hope you can see that there's a huge gap here, and on the other side it is already almost closed. So again here, hope you can see that here. So it's totally leaning, it's not absolutely not flat. And if you just do that like this and you put it into the water, it will heavily leak. So you have to somehow push hard and make sure it is really on both sides the same. So I can't do that in front of the camera. So I'm not sure if I can really give you a recommendation about that. It's possible you can do that, but just be advised, it won't be really easy to do that. So by the way, I almost ruined my batteries because I was inserting them behind the camera. I was not paying too much attention, and I did it inserted them wrong. So really nice job. Probably some of you have seen that. Because when you do it right, you would see immediately a red light indicating that it's working, and maybe it's definitely a good thing to check before you close it that it's properly working. Here we have already different colors, so really nice. Here the normal colors I think here down below we have some of these action colors where it's blinking and changing colors and doing crazy things like pulse. This is called, yeah, it's called sparks. Can't read as spark. Strobe. Here flash. Then breathe. That's the slowest. Yeah, that's really slow. And then we have crossfade. That's the last thing. And we had it always with default brightness, so we can, let's see if we can go brighter. Yeah, it has just a couple of settings. That's the lowest. Then we can go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's a little bit difficult. Probably it would be better to use a normal color. So I'll do it now with the steady blue. I'm on the lowest setting and we can go up. We don't have to click, we can just hold it, and as you can see it is increasing the light, and after that it starts flashing if you keep holding, and same thing down. It goes down stepwise and at the end it starts flashing to indicate that it's too much. Here we have timers, half an hour, 1 hour, 3 hours, 2 hours, and off and on. And with on it should go back to the last setting. So at least seems to work outside of the water. Now I will check it inside the water. I've managed to close it a second time. As you can see, there's just a really small gap at the end when it's properly closed. I think there's all the way around still a small gap left. You can really push hard. So here on the back I wanted to show you there's the suction cup mount on each side. So we can put one here and put one here, and since we get 4 of them we have 2 spare ones. And this is the same hole which you can use for, let's say, a nail or screw. At the moment I don't need anything, but I also don't have a magnet, I mean no metal around. Maybe I will find something. So finally I have found some decent metal plate and I put it here, and as you can see, I mean it's not super strong, but it is enough. I mean usually you don't do any shaking or crazy stuff. It holds even upside down in place. So if you have some metal in your pool or wherever, it should work, or you can stick it on your fridge. But it's actually, according to the instructions, not advised to put it to the fridge. I don't know why. Maybe they fear you will scratch it, I don't know, but actually it would probably work. So here we have a jar about 1 foot deep, and here we have the light. I put it down, upside down. As you can see, it is not floating, it's going down till the bottom. So I leave it here. So I turned off the light and closed the shades a little bit, so you get an impression how it might look. So it is definitely possible to illuminate some kind of jar, especially when you put something interesting inside, like glass balls or whatsoever. And now let's see if this still works inside. Yeah, we have still all the nice colors, all functions, also the automatic functions probably. Yeah, this looks really nice. I'm not sure if you can get it really on the camera. It's a little bit difficult to really see that effect. That's looking really nice. It looks like pearls on the ground. On the camera it's a little bit difficult to see. Also in a pool would definitely be a nice thing, and it's 20 meters of water, waterproof, water resistant. Yeah, the instructions say that you can't operate this in very deep water. It only works up to about 2 feet deep. So whatever you want, if you're intending to operate this or use this in a deep pool, you have to set up the collar before you are dropping it to the deepest point. But it's a really interesting thing. I was looking for a long time for something like that to illuminate my pool. I have found something similar which produced also some nice lights, but it was floating on the top and there was no way to put it down to the ground. So it looks like with this additional weight inside, it's definitely heavier than water, and so it drops to the lowest point. And yes, you can definitely use it in a pool or spa or whatsoever to produce really special light for party or whatsoever. But you have to be careful to have this thing fully closed. As you can see now, there's no bubble, nothing. Looks like it would stay forever like this. Nothing to worry about. Water coming into the light, I mean, that's leaking. But yeah, so just make sure that it's properly aligned and properly closed, and then you could have much fun with that. I think $15 is definitely not too much, and I will put down the link to this listing down below into the description so you can check it out and maybe order it right from there if you like it. And I hope I was able to help you a little bit with that. If you have any questions or comments, just write to the comment section below, and I'm always happy to talk about these things. And if you like the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.